Students, so in today's video we are discussing about the chemical equation. So this is very important part from chemical reaction. Okay students, so what is the chemical equation and where we are using this chemical equation we are discussing in today's video. Okay students, so generally chemical equation we can use to represent show about the any chemical reaction. Okay, so there are so many chemical reactions already you know. So there is a rearrangement reaction, addition reaction, then substitution reaction, elimination reaction. So many chemical reactions are there. So these all reactions we can show with the help of chemical equation. Okay, so let me discuss what are the chemical equation. Okay students, so actually chemical equation, this is one of the method to represent the any chemical reaction. So how we can represent? See here, actually chemical equation, this is the method of representing a chemical reaction with the help of some symbol and formula. We are using some symbol and formula of the substance in it is known as a chemical equation. Very simple. Chemical equation is what? So the method of representing the chemical reaction with the help of some symbol and formula, okay, of this substance, okay, involved in it is known as a chemical equation. So by using some symbol, by using some formula, we can represent the any chemical reaction. So actually chemical equation, so that is a representative method, so that is a shorthand method to shows the any chemical reaction. So means suppose if you carry any chemical reactions, it is very difficult to explain, okay, in wording. So if you show with the help of some symbol and formula, so you can easily explain. Okay, so this is a shorthand method to represent the any chemical reaction. Now clear students? Chemical equation, all of you clear? So it is very simple. We'll discuss now with the help of one example. So here I have taken the example of zinc and sulfuric acid. Okay, so what we do, in one beaker we can take the sulfuric acid, that is the H2SO4, and in that we are adding the zinc granules. Okay, so zinc, it is in solid form, and this sulfuric acid, that means H2SO4, it is in aqueous state, means it is in liquid state. When will zinc we can add? So here substitution reaction takes place. How substitution reaction takes place? So if from here hydrogen is evolved, and on the place of hydrogen zinc will be substituted and we'll simply get a zinc sulfate. Now clear students? And the hydrogen gas is evolved. So this is in gaseous form and the zinc sulfate is in aqueous form. So when we show any chemical reaction from left hand side, whatever left hand side, that is the reactant. Okay, so when we'll to combine chemical compound we can mix, so that is the reactant, and after mixing whatever new product, new thing we'll get, that is called product. Okay, so from left hand side, that is the reactant. Very simple. That means zinc and sulfuric acid here act as a reactant, and product zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas, it act as a product. Actually zinc sulfate we can say is a product, and hydrogen gas we can say is what? Byproduct. So here product is major quantity and byproduct is in lesser quantity. Okay, very simple. Let you discuss that example. Let you see the definition of reactant. So actually reactant, the substance which combine or react are known as reactant. Very simple. Reactant is what? The any substance which can be combined, okay, or which can produce the another new compounds. Okay, so here zinc and sulfuric acid act as a reactant. Very simple. Reactant is what? The substance which combine or react are known as reactant. Okay students, and here the product, what is the product? Okay, so the new substance produced in a reaction. So in this reaction, which is new product will produce? So here will zinc sulfate will produce. So this is called product. So product definition what? The new substance produced in a reaction are known as product. Very simple. Okay, so product is what? The new substance which is produced during the any chemical reaction. Okay students, so actually chemical equation is a shorthand method. We can say is what? It is a shorthand method to representing the chemical reaction. Okay, so actually this chemical equation is a shorthand method to represent any kind of the chemical reaction. Okay, so very simple. We'll discuss one more example, then you can understand easily. So here I have taken the copper sulfate, CSO4, and sodium hydroxide. These two are the reactant. We can say is what? Reactant. Okay, so copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide here act as a reactant, and when both copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide react together, there is a formation of new product, that is a calcium hydroxide and sodium sulfate. This is what? Product. Okay, so very simple reaction. How this reaction will produce? CuSO4 plus 2 NaOH. So in this case what happened? So how many OH group here? 2 OH group means, so this copper and this 2 OH means copper hydroxide will form. COH taken twice. And what remain now? These 2 sodium, Na is 2 times and SO4. Na2SO4. You can check the balance. Okay, now so in next class already we discussing how we can check the balancing equation. So very simple. So whenever you can see the balancing equation, so you can see at right hand side and left hand side, both side you can check it. Okay, so in case of the left hand side you can check how many coppers are there. 1. So here also 1. So means copper is balanced. So now you can check SO4. So here SO4 is 1 time, here also 1 time. Then sodium you can check in reactant side. Sodium 2. So here also Na2 means sodium 2. Okay, and then check the oxygen. How many? 2 oxygen. So in this case here 2 oxygen and here 4 oxygen, total 6 oxygen. In this case, in case of the product, so this is 2 oxygen and this 4 means total 6 oxygen. And hydrogen you can check, total 2 hydrogens. So these are the balancing equation. In this way we can check the whether given reaction is balanced or unbalanced. Very simple. So left hand and right hand side means from reactant and product side you can check the element. If both sides have the similar element, that means it is a balance the equation. Okay, so very simple. Now clear students? So in next video we will discuss about the balancing and unbalancing equation. So guys, if you are new in this channel, so don't forget to subscribe the channel and please press the bell button. You get daily updates regarding the different videos. So first of all, then you can take a screenshot and note down these notes. Okay, so thank you so much.